What's up guys, how we doing? So I'm back with another rendition of my month of movies, all the films I have to recommend for you in May that I watched in April. These are all films I have not yet reviewed, but I may do a full review in the future. So here's some quick thoughts on why I recommend each one. Number 10, Mercury 13. I was in the mood for a documentary and I saw that this new one on Netflix had just come out. I thought this was a very interesting little film that told the story about all these women in the 1960s that tried to go through the space program and had to endure some absolutely ridiculous testing. Even if you're not a big history person, this film definitely has a lot to offer. I definitely recommend giving it a chance. At number 9, Mission Impossible 3. Of the first 3 Mission Impossible films, I have to say so far this is my favorite. It might have to do mainly because of J.J. Abrams directing it. I've grown to really appreciate his style, and overall I just felt like this film really was able to capture my attention the most. There are some parts that are definitely a little ridiculous and out there, but in general it's a fun time and I'm very much looking forward to the next 2 installments. At number 8, Doctor Strange. My goal to watch every Marvel film in the cinematic universe finally was met this month when I saw Doctor Strange and the next film I'll be talking about. While I wasn't a big fan of the character in the beginning and his attitude about a lot of things, I definitely appreciated how it transitions, especially when we get into a lot of the moments here where things start to get really trippy and fun. At number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Both volumes were highly recommended to me. I just couldn't quite love them as much as I really wanted to. While I love the characters and the humor, there's something about the story or maybe the overall aspect of it that doesn't quite get me as much as a lot of people. Perhaps it just reminds me of a lot of things I already really like and have seen before, but who knows, I may enjoy them a lot more upon second viewing. At number 6, Expelled from Paradise. This was an anime film that I happened to take a chance on Netflix. On paper, it might appear to be just another sort of fan service anime, but it actually has a lot of nice, deeper themes. There's a lot of great conversation between the two leads here, whereas one has experienced a more primitive lifestyle versus a more technological based one. I definitely think it's underrated and deserves a good watch. At number 5, Kodachrome. At first, I wasn't quite that into it. It took a while for it to really build up and gain my interest, but once it did, it really took off. The characters developed well. We really get to understand the two dynamics of the father and son here and the difference in their relationship, and I really appreciate how it all ended. This film was very surprising and it almost got me to shed a tear. At number 4, Avengers Infinity War. We're getting to the best of the best this month, you guys, and this one definitely deserves to be in that section. After much thought, I have to say this is one of my favorite Marvel films that's ever been made so far. I really like how much weight was given to the villain of Thanos, as well as how all the characters and storylines were blended together so well. And it's really given me a bigger appreciation for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole. At number 3, The Cat Returns. Sure, I knew there would be fantastic animation, but I really appreciate how this film just felt so different unlike any other Ghibli movie I've seen. The humor is absolutely on point. The voice acting in the dub, I would say, is among the best I've ever heard, and the storyline is so much fun at only an hour and 15 minutes long. I hope all of you will get the chance to see it for yourselves. At number 2, Isle of Dogs. This is the stop motion animation film that I've been waiting for. Wes Anderson does a great job of attributing different aspects of the Japanese culture, especially when it comes to paying tribute to things like Seven Samurai. And he really gives us such a fun, unique, and even a little bit dark animation that I would not expect to see from a filmmaker in the United States. At number 1, Paprika. It's the only one on this list that I've seen more than once, and I will say that definitely makes it an even more enjoyable experience. This film is very confusing, but also very interesting and entertaining. The concepts are very similar to something that we saw later in Inception, how they choose to blend dreams with reality. It's an absolutely fantastic and intriguing anime film that deserves a lot more attention than it already is getting. There you have it, guys. Those are my top films that I watched in April, which are of course Dyligent picks. I'd love to hear about any other films that you saw in this past month that you have to recommend from me. And I also wanted to let you know real quick that I'm now on the app Stardust. For those that don't know, this is a cool little app where you can post reactions to reviews of movies and shows or even just trailers. I just recently started a trial to join the Stardust Superstar program, so I would love if you could help me out and get 5 followers for this month. All you have to do is download the app, create an account, and follow me within the first 24 hours. No worries if you're not interested, just thought I'd throw it out there. Well, as always guys, my name is Dylan, and if you love entertainment, subscribe to my channel while this video ends and send me a thumbs up before you go. Thanks for watching, and stay diligent.